Just, I guess, how would you assess your play so far this season?
This season, I would just say that I've been taking what's been given. If it's going to be a guards game, and they're going to clog the lane and the guards are going to hit threes, if it's going to be a post game and, they're a little bit smaller, they can't match up as well, then the ball's going to go inside, and I think that's what happened at Drake.
What were kind of your expectations for what your role would be and how you might be contributing this early in the season?
Sure. I came in without expectations because I didn't know what to expect just being a freshman and learning the system, and I didn't know how I was going to fit in. But I'm pretty happy so far with what I'm seeing, just a good amount of court time and like I said, taking what's been given. So, Nelly and I are kind of the main centers, and we rotate, alternate, and if one of us having a good night, they might get more minutes. If the other person's having, that's just kind of how the game goes. But just taking what's been given.
What does a performance like Drake do for your confidence and mentality moving forward?
Yeah, it's just serves as motivation, just because I had one good night, but I want to make that a consistent thing. So just continuing to strive for that, performances like that, performances better than that for the games to come. And that really just kind of helps solidify that everything that we're doing, all the work we're putting in is paying off.
What's the transition been like for you going from high school to college? It seems like the transition is always a little tougher for post players than guards.
Right.
Like you've been thrown right into the mix.
Yeah. I 100% agree with that. I think, coming in as a freshman post player, there are a lot of things that you have to learn, and you have to learn quickly. Strength and conditioning wise, like you can't be soft. These are some big girls that you're going to be playing against, so you got to be able to hold your own. Pace of play is different. Your IQ is different. You're going to be asked to do some things offensively and defensively that you might not have been asked in high school. You're going to go against some high level talent that you didn't see in high school. So just knowing all those things and still being able to go out there and perform is probably the biggest transition, I would say.
What did you do to prepare for that physicality? Because you gotta imagine high school, like so many times, like you could just overpower kids. It's kind of like the kid that throws 90 miles an hour. Nobody's ever seen something like that before.
Right. Yeah, that's true. In high school, a lot of girls were smaller, but I think that in a way helped me and just made me crave more competition, better competition. Like once in a while in the AAU circuit, you'd see a taller girl, but just being here, being in college, and being able to utilize my strength more, because now they're not looking at me like I'm the giant with, all these little guards guarding me, so then I get, they get sympathy calls and this and this and that. Now it's kind of an even playing field. It's nice to only have one person most of the time guarding me.
Are you noticing that other teams are maybe noticing you more, where you're starting to get more double teams?
Yeah, it was our second game, I guess our first official game. Butler, they double teamed in the paint quite a bit, and I wasn't anticipating that in a college game, but I had to make that adjustment quickly.
Was that like the first eye-opening kind of moment for you when
you
started?
Yeah, no, because I thought when I got here that those days were over, but no, those days are not over. They're still around, so just gotta be ready.
When did they bring that first double team Butler in that game? Was it like in the first quarter?
First or second quarter. They'd shown a double team in the paint against other teams, and we scouted for it, but it was just like kind of surreal, like is this college or high school? It just kind of felt like the same game, but it was an adjustment because we practice so often against one-on-one in the paint and that kind of stuff.
Is the entire town of Algona coming to games? Because it seems like the couple of games at home, whenever you check in, there's a lot of cheers.
Yeah, so I know our exhibition game, like the entire town was there. But other than that, I think it's just, probably quite a few people still do come to games. I know a lot watch, those that can't come. But the support has been great so far.
How do you handle that type of fandom coupled with expectations too?
Sure. Really just have to stay focused on what I stand on, what I'm about. And so that's just worrying about what's in front of me and not all the outside noise, worrying about my circle, this team, all the, how could I reword this? All the essential parts of my life and just ignore all the outside noise.
It's been fun.
It's been really fun.
So looking forward to the Southern game. They have a pretty short lineup, I'd say. Do you think that's going to play to your advantage to the game?
For sure. I think that'll definitely be something that we will benefit from in the post.